Greetings, fellow SLPs. I'm Joyce Olson, founder of the Interaction Coach, an information and referral website for families who are searching for answers for their children who have speech and language delays. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this short video and consider ways that you could use the Interaction Coach to build your practice, support the profession, and most of all, support those families who are so desperately searching for help and assistance. If you're interested in being listed in the directory of SLPs, stay to the end. I have a special offer for you. Thanks. The name for the Interaction Coach comes from my firm belief that social interaction is the foundation for all aspects of communication. As speech-language pathologists, our focus on interaction and its important role in how we use communication sets us apart from those who address only the behavioral aspects of speech and language. We need to make every effort to ensure that parents understand this distinction. As an interaction coach, we want to empower parents to have confidence in their knowledge of their child's needs and in their ability to be in charge of their child's intervention services. The Interaction Coach provides resources for parents so they understand the important foundation laid by social interaction from the earliest days of infancy. We want parents to understand how language, literacy, and speech develop from this foundation, and how speech-language pathologists can support their child's development in all these areas. Where do parents go when they have questions about their child's communication development? Most parents are using online resources. The problem is, how does a parent know where to look and what kind of information are they finding? I've been tracking these questions and I found two huge barriers for parents. First, there's so much information out there that the evidence-based methods are overshadowed by ads and headlines promoting other approaches, most of them untested. It's not that the parents don't have access to information, but there's too much information and no consistent way for parents to evaluate it. On top of that, when a parent does know that they want professional services, they don't know where to go to find them or how to go about accessing them. Parents need an information source that brings together information on evidence-based intervention services, things they can learn and do on their own because they want to get started right today, and also the kinds of professional speech-language services they can access online sooner rather than later. SLPs need a way to collaborate on getting this information out to parents and to make it easy for parents to find the services that they have to offer. That's where the Interaction Coach comes in. Our goal is to be a trusted source for parents to find information and services that meet their child's communication needs. As parents learn and try out methods from evidence-based approaches, they'll develop confidence in knowing what they want from service providers. They'll understand the benefits of working directly with an SLP who's experienced with these methods. The Interaction Coach is a collaborative project where I hope many of my SLP colleagues will find a role. My role at the Interaction Coach is facilitator. I help professionals develop information resources to share on the website. And I promote the website through multiple channels to increase the number of parents who find and use these resources. I'm going to walk you through a map of the site to give you an overview of what we're developing. To get more services out to children that need them, we need to cut through all the noise that's out there on the internet. The primary focus of the Interaction Coach is to develop parents as informed consumers so they recognize what SLPs offer that others can't provide, whether that be in the form of nutritional supplements or untested computer programs or practitioners from other fields who claim that they can do it all. Parents need to know about the evidence-based intervention methods that will address their child's needs. I'm looking for SLPs who can provide low-cost or free short courses for parents that explain a therapy approach, along with some practical methods parents can start using today to help their child. These courses are a good way to introduce yourself to parents who may be looking for direct services in the future. You can see an example of a short course when you visit the website. You might also teach a more in-depth course for parents to develop strategies they can use to support their child's communication development. You might even have already developed something like this that you've used in your own practice. When you post a course with the Interaction Coach, you retain ownership of all your material. At the end of this presentation, I'll tell you how to contact me for information on how our relationship with authors works. At the core of the Interaction Coach is our directory of SLP telepractitioners. We want to knock down that huge barrier to services, the distance and time involved in getting a child to those services. Most parents will initially visit the site to get answers about their questions, and many of them will later decide to seek out services as they learn more. When they make that decision, they'll have confidence that the SLPs listed on the site are trained and experienced in the evidence-based approaches that they've learned about here. A second focus of the Interaction Coach is to extend the reach of SLP services. All of the activities of the Interaction Coach are aimed at getting more families connected with highly trained SLP services. We also want to extend training in evidence-based approaches to more SLPs. Many professionals want training so they can implement a program with fidelity, but they can't travel to where the training is provided or at the time it's provided. The Interaction Coach will offer orientation courses that give SLPs an overview of programs that are available. We hope to partner with the developers of these programs, so SLPs can be easily directed to online training that's available already at the developers' sites. If the programs do not yet have an online training option, we can help them develop one. At one time, I was senior editor at Thinking Publications, Nancy McKinley's wonderful publishing company that specialized in research-based speech-language materials and textbooks. In that role, I collaborated with researchers and practitioners to organize and publish their work in print and electronic formats. I'd love to share more about the options for promoting or publishing training with the Interaction Coach. Look for my contact information at the end of this presentation. To get more services out there, we're going to need to develop more telepractitioners. We'll have short courses to answer basic questions about how to start a private practice and how to get started with telepractice. For those just jumping into telepractice, we'll have a course with in-depth training and/or coaching. Part of my role as facilitator is to promote the use of telepractice into underserved areas. I'm especially interested in helping schools get past their reluctance to try something new. I took a detour out of speech and language for several years when I worked as an elementary principal and as a special education director for a cooperative educational service agency, or CESA, in Wisconsin. I've worked with lots of superintendents and lots of principals and lots of special education directors. I know their questions and I know how to look at issues from their point of view. Part of my mission is to be an ambassador for telepractice, to get out there where those decision makers are and get them to try telepractice as a solution to their staffing problem. As you can see, this is a big undertaking that needs the support of many of you, my fellow SLPs, to successfully reach that goal of increasing services for children. I'd really like you to give some thought to how you might contribute to the effort. The Interaction Coach provides opportunities for you to build your practice while contributing to the profession. The website is just launched. Check it out. You'll see how it's organized, what's there now, and what will be available there. You can find it at www.theinteractioncoach.com. Will you join me in the effort to get information out to families that are desperately seeking it? By working together, we can multiply the effects of our efforts. There are a couple ways you can help get the Interaction Coach off the ground. First of all, consider joining the directory. I'm keeping the directory fee as low as possible. The fees are used to cover the costs of maintaining and developing the website. So your listing in the directory is advertising for your practice and a way to support this collaborative effort. Until the end of 2018, I'm offering a special discount that will never be seen again. To thank you for being an early adopter, you can use this code for a 50% discount on the annual fee. The code is only good until the end of 2018. Our walk through the website may have given you some ideas of one or more courses that you already have or you could develop. I'd be happy to send you information on how to be okayed for submissions and support that's available for developing your idea. and how we contract with authors. Watch for my contact information. It's coming up soon. You can't take a course for professionals at the present time, but stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to what we can build together. And at long last, here's the promised contact information, joyce@interactioncoach.com. We started with a picture of one of my grandsons, and here's another. This little guy is 10 years old now. Time flies, doesn't it? So don't waste any now. Contact me to explore ways we can work together. And don't forget to use that discount code before the end of the year. Thanks so much for staying with me through this overview. I really appreciate it.